Lift your weary head up to the sky. Open up your window, let the sun in, and sing out with your arms stretched open wide. Hello world!
Hello, world.
Hello, world. Hello, Matt.
Good morning, Chloe. And I don't want to call you out or anything, but you yawned right before we came on camera, and now I'm like severely fighting one.
I have to get it out of the way. I won't. I'm sure no one will begrudge you a yawn.
Yeah.
It's rainy, It's a sleepy day.
It is a sleepy day. It is a sleepy day. But here we are. We're both casual today too. I like that.
Post-cash.
I just couldn't be bothered to put on a collared shirt today.
Yeah. I'm keeping it cozy. But so this is also this is a fashion hoodie because
it's a fashion hoodie.
It's a cropped hoodie. So
this is a regular t-shirt. It says Bahamas. It was given to me by my mother-in-law when she got back from, guess where?
The Bahamas?
Seattle, Washington. No, the Bahamas.
Yeah, that tracks. That's pretty good.
That's what I do whenever I go to Seattle. I always pick up a Bahamas shirt just so I can say that I got it. I got one.
Yeah. You know what I do when I go to Seattle? I go on the underground tour.
Oh, I've never done that. I've only been to Seattle once. I don't know why I made it sound like I'm in Seattle every other week.
Constantly going to Seattle.
I wish I was constantly going to Seattle. It's an amazing city.
Here's the thing is that I would not be surprised if you found a Bahamas shirt in Seattle because it's a very weird city. Like, I think it's called like the Seattle spirit is just like the reckless optimism.
Yeah.
That the people that founded the city had because, they basically like built on swampland and then the city started sinking and they were like
built it over.
They just built it. There's an underground because there's another level of city.
Yeah.
That they built on top of. And this is so ridiculous. Every time I tell someone, I'm like, this can't be real. I feel like I'm making this up. But like at one point, they had decided at this point that they were going to raise the city up. So all these new businesses were building these buildings that had their grand entrance on the second floor. And then I think they raised the street up before they raised the sidewalks. And so you had to like climb a ladder to cross the street to go back down into the trench of the sidewalk to get into the buildings. It didn't make any sense. But
it works. People love it.
People love Seattle.
So good morning, everybody. Good morning in the chat. Muckville Radio says good morning. I have such a hard time reading the usernames sometimes.
Well, because the letters are squished
and
together.
They're not meant to be read aloud. They're just meant to be read. Good morning to Raj Andelman and Bella Hanging Live.
Bella Hanging Live. It's just Bella.
Not just Bella. It is Bella. Good morning.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks for watching this morning. We've got a great show. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up today.
We do.
But let's do a little of our standard things here right off the bat here.
Yeah.
Today is actually World Lupus Day.
Oh my.
So this is more of like a serious thing to start the show off here. Just I'm going
That's
to put
true.
a link here in the chat of something you can go and find out more about lupus, and if you know anyone with lupus, you know,
Give them
a
some
hug.
support today.
Give them some support today. Yeah, it's not especially on a day like today. Like a day like today is not good for those with lupus. They're probably in a little pain today. So give them a little special love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy World Lupus Day.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know if you can say.
I don't know if we call it happy.
Yeah.
It's very strange that because it's like a holiday, but it feels weird to call something like that a holiday.
Right. Yeah. 100%. 100%. But yeah. Also, let's see. Totally off topic. Totally a total shift there to our fact of the day, which is not lupus related.
Oh, good.
Is on this day in 1962, the Marvel Comics released the first issue of The Incredible Hulk.
Wow.
And then abruptly canceled it 6 issues later.
No.
The Incredible Hulk was not a even though he's like one of the first kind of the things that came out with the whole MCU, was not initially a very popular character.
I guess I could see that.
Yeah. And our trivia question today is about that. So here's the trivia question. What 2 superheroes made their first live action appearances in made-for-TV movies featuring the Hulk? There you go.
2 superheroes
made their first live action. So this is their first live action appearance.
So they were Hulk movies and the other superheroes.
Yes. These were made for TV Hulk movies.
Right, of course.
Like both back in the 80s.
Is that the Lou Ferrigno Hulk?
Yes, and the Bill Bixby. It was the Bill Bixby Hulk.
Bill Bixby. Oh, okay, because
he was the
Lou
actor
Ferrigno
that played Bruce Banner, who was known as David Banner in the TV show. It was David Bruce Banner because they didn't like the name Bruce. The network didn't like the name Bruce because people are garbage.
Boy, somebody had a grudge against Bruce.
Yeah. Yes, it was Homelander and Mr. Furious. Oh man, those are 2 very specific pulls from 2 very different superhero groups. Good morning, other Dave Thomas, and good morning, non-libertarian. And thank you for your guess of Homelander and Mr. Furious. Not the right answer, but we will give you the right answer at the end of the show. So
you got to stick around.
Got to stick around for that. All right. Well, I think it's time. We're going to bring on our first guest. Very excited. So this person that we're bringing on, very, very funny. She is a comedian. She is a writer. She is a singer. She is the epitome of Renaissance. Let's bring out Ari Aneanindita. Good morning. Or good evening, I guess.
Good evening for me, but good morning to you guys. Thank you for having me.
Good day.
Good day.
Good obscure hour of the day.
Because what is time?
It's not real. It's a flat circle. It's whatever the hell Amy Adams said it was in Arrival. It's yeah. I don't get time. We don't have that here.
So just so like we know where you're calling from, but that's because we've already chatted a little bit. But tell our viewers where you're calling from today.
I am calling from Indonesia today, from inside my parents' house. Very glamorous. I'd usually be in London, but pandemic hit and I was stranded here. And well, not stranded. I'm having a great time here. Yeah. So I am 11 hours in the future right now.
Yeah.
If you're into that time thing.
11 hours in the future. So ask your stock related questions now, so we can get you can get a jump on the game. So have you been in Indonesia this whole pandemic?
Yeah, essentially.
Wow.
Oh,
So you've been away from and how long had you lived in London before the pandemic hit?
I lived in London for about 4 years. Yeah, 4 years or so. It would have been 5th year this year, but I'm meant to be back at the end of the year, so that's good if all goes well. But it's been great. It's just been kind of funny to watch everyone in London sort of start to go out again, start to open up their pubs and their restaurants, and I'm just here like I cannot leave my house because developing countries and whatnot. No, we get it. We're fine. We're gonna be fine. We're not fine.
So did you go to Indonesia and then the pandemic happened, or were you like, stuff's going down, I want to go home?
No, I was here a few months before. I think when the first case was reported in like December, I just got home to be like, I'm gonna see my friends, I'm gonna see my family, it'll be great. And then we went on vacation in February, and when we came back, you're like, you can't leave anywhere, you can't fly out anywhere anymore. And I was like, oh, cool, great. So fun. But no, I've been really, really lucky. Just I could still work during the pandemic, so it's fine. But yeah, it's been wild.
So you were talking about working over the pandemic. Talk about what you do. Let's chat about your podcast and you released an album or you released an EP the last year. Let's chat about your stuff.
Tell us everything
about my stuff. So I have a podcast. It's called A Drip Town Memory Main. I started it right before the pandemic hit, actually, and it was just a way for me to talk to all of my friends that I grew up with. It's a podcast about a trip down memory lane. I can't even say the title properly because I jumbled up all the words on purpose. It's my own fault. But
you did not make it easy to talk about this podcast.
That's the idea. But it's just me, my friends, people I grew up with. Essentially, we talk about things that we watched, we read, we listened to growing up. So it's everything from One Direction to Twilight to Taylor Swift to being on Tumblr in 2012. It's all I'm turning 23 this year, so I'm relatively young, and we talk about all those things that we're not really old enough to be experiencing nostalgia, and that's sort of the whole idea of the show. So
nice. Yeah, you are a huge Twilight fan.
We
were talking very much
about Twilight.
I think that's going to be, we're going to probably have to do another show where it's just you and Chloe.
Just a Twilight themed show.
Team Edward versus Team Jacob show.
Which team are you on?
I'm Team Edward, which is really unfortunate. Because I feel like my mom says this all the time. She's Team Jacob, and I think that she is Team Jacob because she doesn't want me to be dating the skinny white guys called Edward that I'd been dating for the last couple of years. I feel like I just manifested that into being by liking Twilight. But
listen, when you find your type, that's
I know, but I don't want it to be my type. That's the thing, Chloe. I wanna branch out and grow. I'm a grown up now.
You want to dip your toe into the Jacob pool, is what you're saying.
Yes, I would. Yeah, or the Bella pool, or whichever pool will have me. Really.
I don't know. Those are we've already said the 3 names I know to talk about Twilight. 4, I guess, if you count Twilight the title.
Twilight the title. Forks, Washington, where it's set. We were talking about it a bit earlier.
It sounds like Forks has really cashed in on the franchise being
they're
set
trying.
in Forks.
Sure.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends on
They
who you
have-
talk to. Like, I don't know that necessarily the people of Forks. Like, I'm sure that they're loving the revenue that the tourist trade is bringing into their town, but also it's the tourist trade coming into their town.
Yeah. That's always the trade-off.
Yeah, being Indonesian, it's always we're very wary of tourists, but like we rely on their money, so it's like, oh, we'll be nice.
Tourists are
Forks. Yeah, tourists are the worst. Me when I go to other countries, I'm the worst.
I mean, I think that's what makes you a good tourist, is knowing that you have the potential of being the worst, and you really you really try to just be a civilized human being wherever you go.
Yeah. A self-aware tourist. That needs to be the next self-help travel guide. Just how to be a self-aware tourist. Not disrespect somebody's temple by, doing Instagram boomerangs at it.
That's something that I'm like really terrified of like going to another country and just like doing something that like I would never think would be disrespectful, but is like the worst possible thing. Like I really try wherever I go, I try to learn hello, please, and thank you in the language, because it's amazing. The people are like, because people don't even learn to say hello, and so when you do it, they're just like, oh wow, this is a really this person is trying. And that's only 3 words. That's like minimum effort.
Yeah, it's the best.
It opens all kinds of doors.
It's great. It's great. You might get discounts and stuff. It's fun.
The polite tourist discount.
The polite tourist, the sequel to the self-aware tourist self-help books.
I think we've got our own Twilight trilogy right here. We just need one more type of tourist, and then it's in the bank.
Yeah. Well, trilogies are these days,
Yeah, that's where all the money is.
One of the other things, Ari, that we were discussing right at the top there when you got here right before the show, is we have a mutual passion about Eurovision. Which is, I really wish Kieran was here today. I wish I would have done my research more than when I usually do it, which is 12 to 24 hours before the show. But you are actually going to be a part of a kind of a Eurovision, like an alt Eurovision show.
Yeah, it's an alternate Eurovision song contest. It's by Pinata and Next Up Comedy are hosting it. It's mostly based in the UK, and it's going to be a lot of fun. They were like, you don't have to represent a country, you can represent whatever you want. I was like, okay, I'm going to represent sexy Asian singles, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing my part for my community. So
very important.
It's all good. So important. Representation is really important these days. And it's just, it's going to be so much fun. I'm really proud of the song that I do. It's called In Your Area, and it's about the girls in the dating ads you get and like spam illegal streaming websites. And then she sort of takes the viewer on a journey of what it would be like to date her, and then she realizes she's not real. It's a grand old time. Yeah, it's a grand old funny essential time. Yeah. But yeah, I'm so excited. I love it.
Yeah, that does sound amazing. Now you said it's streamed in the UK. Is there any way people on this side of the pond
for sure. I think
can watch?
It's streamed, like it'll be streamed all over the world. It's just going to be 8 p.m. UK time.
Okay.
Tickets on Eventbrite. The link is on my Twitter somewhere. I should have probably come prepared.
Oh yeah, no, I've got it right here. I've got the. Let's see. Well, what I do have. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to show the trailer for it, because the trailer for it is awesome.
So many great comedians in there.
I have forgotten how to work my computer. I'm sorry. I'm like, what buttons do I hit? Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, the buttons are so small. All right, here we go. Or maybe not.
Oh man, technical difficulties.
Right?
It's that kind of day.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
a rainy day.
You know, yeah, rainy days don't help
is.
with
Internet connected.
Internet doesn't like rain for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if I just go to the thread. There we go. That plays it. I was trying to play it out of a DM that I had sent both Chloe and Rachel right before the show, being like, look at this. We talk about this stuff. Thanks, Rachel. Rachel says
Rachel says you're doing great.
If Rachel says I'm doing great, then I'm doing great.
You're doing
That's
absolutely
what I need. All right, here we go. Can you hear that? Okay. This looks so amazing.
That was you.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna have to. What is 8 p.m.? What is 8 p.m. UK time? What is that here? That's.
What is
I think
that
it's like-
here? So if it's 11
Oh,
hours,
man.
if we have an
I think it's
11
5
hour
hours
time
early for us.
difference, and I'm trying to do the math and it's not doing very well.
Yeah.
I was good at maths in school once and then never again after sophomore year.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's I think it's early.
It's 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
It's 3
so it's not
p.m.
too early. Yeah.
Which is not bad. All right, I need to get that day off of work. Well, we should do. Yeah. So we'll post that. We'll post the link of where to get tickets. Rachel, I don't know if you're at your computer. If you find that link, could you post it in the chat? That would be amazing. So this is the second year that they've done this.
Yes. Yeah.
Were you a
Lockdown.
part of it the first year?
I wasn't, no. I watched it though because a couple of my friends were in it, and it was absolutely brilliant. And some of them are competing again this year, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. That last year, somebody did a song about ducks, like they were representing ducks, and it was just mind blowing because they made this big duck headpiece, and I was like, that's so dedicated. And there's this other guy who I think was also Indonesian, like I am. And he like was singing a lullaby, and then the song wasn't really the song because there was like construction going on at his place throughout the whole performance. And I'm like, that's the greatest bit. I want to aspire to be that, like, because I thought it was just really brilliant.
Wow.
But yeah, no, it's gonna be great. Because Eurovision in England, as is in everywhere in Europe, is such a huge deal. But I don't really know if England's going to compete this year or going forward because of the whole Brexit thing, which is embarrassing if they really want to, because they lose all the time. And how dare you leave a union of European countries and then still want to compete in this competition you lose all the time. So yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, the UK's made some embarrassing choices lately.
It's a very embarrassing country.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys know what that's like.
Yeah, we can relate to that as as the US, we are equally as like, oh god, here we go.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Exactly. I think like anybody from a lot of countries now, I think everybody's just figured out how to internalize secondhand embarrassment just on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Because you read something on Twitter and you're like, really? My government is doing this again. I don't want to be associated with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eurovision is so much fun.
Oh, yeah,
Did you guys watch the film on Netflix, the Will Ferrell one?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, that is really, I mean, honestly, I'd heard about it before, but I hadn't really delved into it until I saw that movie, and I was like, okay, I'll check this out. And then I started looking into it, and then I just got hooked. It was
exactly that's what it is.
Yeah.
I lived with a lot of Portuguese people when I was in England, and every single year we'd go to a pub, watch Eurovision, go home. Everybody gets VPNs to vote for their own country, and it's a ball. It's an absolute. I think it's the closest like you'll ever get to like a fun American Idol or a fun X Factor, because those things are usually very grueling. You have fun watching contestants embarrass themselves or achieve a dream and they get crushed, and it's just like, oh, it's a weird schadenfreude, but Eurovision's really fun.
Yeah. I got into X Factor one year. I was living in Liverpool while it was on, on, and one of the guys that lived in the house was was into it as well. So we watched it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can. But yeah, it just got too much, and then I was like, okay, like with all these other competition shows, I hit a wall at some point.
For sure. Like I have a hard time keeping up with like RuPaul's Drag Race nowadays. When X Factor was like in its heyday with like One Direction and Little Mix and all that, I was 100% in, and it was crazy. It's so much fun. Ooh, I think I have a mic stand there. I'm sorry.
So real quick before we bid farewell, you also released an EP.
I did. Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
I put it out last October. It's called Calamity Jane. It's 2 songs I wrote after a really grueling breakup and a lot of watching. I watched a lot of westerns for some reason. I watched a lot of cowboy movies, watched a lot of Westworld, and then that's kind of what came out of it. But yeah, it's out now on Spotify and Apple Music and wherever else you listen to music. I hope you like it.
I'm actually we're gonna put a link in the chat as soon as I can find it. There we go. Check this out. There we go. Awesome. Well, Ari, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
We'll let you get back to the rest of your evening. I hear there's cooking involved and a feast about to happen. So
yeah, it's Eid, it's Ramadan, so we're just trying to go get everything ready for the big day. So yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you everybody watching, and have a lovely rest of your morning.
Yeah, we'll start. We'll send you as much support as we can in your Eurovision hopes and dreams.
Thank you so much. I'll see you guys.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. So cool. Yeah, I want to, we'll find the link for that and maybe post it in our Discord. That would be a fun thing to get tickets and watch.
Yeah.
Because I guess they can do the conversion over, like if it's £5, like they'll charge you whatever the conversion rate is. So
yeah. We did have there was a question in the chat earlier of like the way that they spelled the name of the way that they spelled Eurovision. It's like a butt. Yeah. In the middle. Is it pronounced differently, do you think?
It's probably it's like I think it's
Eurovision.
like Eurovision.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. Is what I would guess. I didn't Booth Wellington doing the hard work and making sure we know that their logo looks like a pooping butt.
Yep. It's true.
That would make sense that it would have to be like that. Otherwise, Eurovision would be like, you can't do that.
Yeah. It's like the like in advertising, they can't say Super Bowl. They have to do the big game.
The big game.
The big game.
Booth Wellington is our official butt spotter for Hello World. He now has a title. So keep
Now we
spotting those butts, Boof.
Now we gotta like hide butts in the background for him to spot.
I mean, I see butts right now. There are butts in the background right there.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure he already spotted them.
He knows.
But now we are gonna have to have a new segment called Spot the Butt.
Spot that butt.
Spot that butt. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, sure. Why not? Write it down.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Matt, I think now is a good time to share something very important with our audience.
Oh yeah?
And that
is this our extra special guest?
Our extra special guest appearance.
Let me get here so where we can make this as there we go. All right, extra special guest. Take it away, Chloe. Oh god damn it.
I went out of town, and while I was gone, my roommates bought Buddy Joe a bowler hat.
Buddy Joe looks resigned wearing that bowler hat.
He does not mind.
Oh, he looks like such a little gentleman.
I'm gonna get him a vest with a pocket watch
and a little doggy monocle.
Because it's really the only thing he's missing.
Oh, he's such a little gentleman.
You're so good. Thank you.
He's so good. Thank
you for making an appearance today, Buddy Joe.
Oh,
he's gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah, as well he should. He's earned it. He is exhausted.
Show business is exhausting, Buddy Joe.
Show business is hard, Buddy Joe. We get it.
Governor Joe.
Governor Joe.
There we go.
That's I don't think there are enough like dogs in fun hats.
Yeah. We could stand to have more in the world.
Yeah. I tell you what, if you have a picture or a video of a dog with a fun hat, shoot us an email. That's toomuchbread@gmail.com, and we will put it on the show.
We'll put it on the show.
We will, because Chloe and I would love to see that.
We love dogs in hats.
We love dogs in hats. I wasn't much of a dog clothing person until Annie. And Annie's, she's older too, and she gets cold in the winter, and she looks so good in a sweater. But it has to be certain kinds of sweaters. Yeah.
The smaller dogs actually really need it.
Yeah.
Like if it's cold and Buddy Joe doesn't have his full winter coat, he doesn't have his long floofy fur yet. Like he will shiver. And it's so sad. It's so sad when they shiver. Annie shivers when it gets like stormy out, when she gets like stressed out by the weather. Yeah.
So we give her a little CBD oil, and she's fine. We gave her some this morning because it's a little rainy and gross, and she is passed out.
She is.
Taking up a full couch, a full human-sized couch. This 15-pound dog is taking up the whole thing.
Yeah. Good for her.
Yeah. If my house was not a disaster, I would show you, but I'm not subjecting you or our amazing audience to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Stay hydrated. It's important. I don't know. What do you want to do? Let's show some. I don't know. What do you want to do, Chloe?
Let's do some clips from last week, shall we?
Let's do some clips from last week. We had a huge week here at 2MB Studios, as we do every week. I mean, we've got stuff going on 7 days a week. Like we don't mess around. Amazing. It's it's great. Let's do a little check. Let's do a little Where are we at followers wise here, 2MB? Let's check it out. Oh my goodness, we are almost at 1,200 followers, which is awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So yeah, keep it up, followers. Thank you so much. And because we love you and you're watching the show, I'll pop this back on here so you can see that. If you go to redbarncoffee.com, you can order some coffee and get 15% off. Just use Hello World as your code, and you can get 50% off. They ship anywhere in the country, so no matter where you're watching, you can order coffee.
Red Barn Coffee Roasters, because we love you.
Because we love you. That's great. Ben's is better. Ben has his that he uses for run on, but we'll work on ours. But I love because we love you. Sorry,
Yeah.
that was way bitchier than I thought it was going to sound. I don't mean to
stop
throw
being
shade at you.
so bitchy.
I don't mean to throwing shade at you. I'm sorry.
It's too early.
Drinking it now, Boof Wellington. Well done, well done. I as well have. In fact, I need to refill my coffee.
Dang. Well, let's put those clips up. So
let's put those clips on. I'm going to refill my coffee, and we will be right back.
Aaron gets 5 points.
Oh, wow.
Shaq
Thank
decided-
God you did. Oh, I was going to be mortified if you said that the Bulls beat the Lakers or that the Thunder beat the Warriors.
The Warriors and the Thunder
Literally
did
the only
meet in a
two names I
playoff
can
game,
think
and they lost. They
Oh my
dropped
God.
it in double overtime.
Wow, I'm sweating. That was so difficult for me. Aaron, you are in the lead. We have
Cracker Barrel and just calling people into a tent one by one. This man was special. You don't find body hair that grows like that in many parts of rural Tennessee. And we were lucky to find him. We're just lucky to find him. I send him a Christmas card every year.
That's great.
Eddie,
Sean,
yeah.
do you guys have any questions?
Are you ready?
like a 15-second song. Okay.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
So Michael Jordan meets Newman, and Newman's a bad guy, and aliens from space come, and they're little but they're big, and also Lola Bunny. It's weird and hypersexualized, but then the Looney Tunes win.
Obviously,
They're thinking of something. They'll have they've always got a plan of how to make sure USA #1.
They're gonna send a hot spy to Cuba to assassinate Raul Castro, and then they'll just end up making love in a very terrific James Bond, a communist spin of James Bond. Anyway, what else is happening this?
It's spreading, gentlemen. Are you gonna do anything, or are you just gonna hang out here? What are they doing? They're like just standing outside cheering as their house burns down. What the hell? What the fuck? I should have gotten rid of the door, I guess. God damn. All right, everyone back in.
Is that a term of endearment?
Sounds like onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
When a word makes a sound like a pop.
Oh.
Pop a joint out of place.
I see. Well, and maybe she's seen you in battle before. Maybe she saw the time that you popped an eyeball in your mouth at the battle.
Perhaps. Maybe it's a nervous tick.
Well, I didn't mean to offend you, Gregory, or Levin.
I didn't even know I was officially hired. I thought this was actually my second interview.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even like. I don't. Did you guys get like your hired packet? Did you get a hired packet or anything? Because I didn't get a packet. I just got told be here at 9 p.m.
That's
or
what
9 bells. He called it 9 bells, which I know that's not correct because I studied some nautical stuff, back in back in my college days.
The last guy who did the guy who had the job before you.
We can use yours to start off, and then if you want, you can tell me. You can make me switch in the middle.
There was an old TV show called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and they talked like that. I think.
Like what? I think very
Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Yeah, we're going in this person's home because they're famous.
Like a transatlantic kind of. Is that what you're going? Like a transatlantic?
No, it's fancy. Fancy.
Right. Well, transatlantic is kind of fancy.
Because I feel like that highlights the naturalness of themselves.
Oh, that is such a good idea. I can't believe I didn't think about that. That is just, my idea is not as good. I don't even want to say
No, Octopus, tell me your idea, please.
It's not as good as that. Okay, fine. Only because you're my best friend since 2nd grade. I'm going to whisper it in your ear, okay?
Okay. I won't tell anyone, I promise.
Okay, they stole my bus.
Are you getting revenge?
I'm getting revenge. I'm gonna fill their house with Play-Doh.
Oh, they can't.
And there it is.
There it is.
Clips from last week.
Clips.
We've got a lot of funny people on this channel.
We really do. We're so talented. And we have talented friends.
Yeah. I don't like to say we are so talented.
We're so talented.
You know what would be awesome is if we could do this for a job.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's my segue into talking about ways you can support the channel.
Oh, that's a great idea. Someone should pay you for how good you are at this.
Someone should pay all of us for how good we all are at making comedy. And we've been doing it like it's our job since July. We're coming up on our year.
That's so exciting.
Chloe, we're coming up on the year of our year anniversary of Hello World in a couple of weeks, I believe.
I honestly cannot believe it.
Yeah, it's been great, and I would love to keep doing this forever and ever. But there's only one way that's going to happen, and that's if we can make some money doing it, to live on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we have to find jobs and things of that nature. And jobs are hard to have and do things like this as well. I'm finding that out. So luckily for you, our amazing viewers, there are a couple different ways you can support the channel. One is through our Patreon, which I'm getting logged in and getting the site set up right now. Here we go. I know Rachel will probably get to it first, but I'm going to try. We always have this little race. There we go. There you go. Give us money. You can give us money through Patreon. You can subscribe through Patreon. We've got tons of tiers, and we're coming up with cool stuff to give out and do for people. We're coming up with new stuff all the time. We're excited to get stuff out there. Also, we have something new.
Oh,
that's called a Ko-fi.
Oh,
yeah, we have one of those now. At the behest of our amazing producer, one of the executive producers of the channel, Rachel Andelman. She had this idea to do this. So we are, okay, great. She's not at her laptop, so no links from her today. So she's like, you're on your own, kid. Godspeed. So we have a Ko-fi now, which is really cool. I literally set it up right before the show started today. It was super easy. It's just a one-time donation. If you don't want to, if you're like, I don't love having to commitment. Yeah. I'm not into commitment. I live alone. I love kind of a one and done kind of thing. That's just my lifestyle. That's what I'm into.
We got something for you.
We're fine with that. We're okay with that. We're open to seeing other people.
No judgment zone.
Yeah. So all you have to do is you can go to this site here. Oh, nope, that's the Patreon site. My copying pasting skills are on point.
Man, you're all over the place.
We're all over the place today. That's all right.
We're all over the place.
You know what? It's the risk we take for doing this show on a Monday.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. I'm still coming down from Sunday, you know. I went out on a walk. I actually went. It's on the bike path that goes from like Davis to out to Alewife.
Oh, the Minuteman bike path. That actually comes out all the way close to where I live.
Oh, I should have just kept going.
You could have just kept walking. You would have. I'm
Next
fully
time.
vaxxed now. I can see people. Yeah.
That's so
yeah.
exciting.
Saturday I had my first like meeting out with people at an actual like establishment,
so
and we had
exciting.
beers and food, and it was amazing.
Wow. Nature is healing.
Nature is healing. Anyway, talk about your walk.
Yeah, so the bike path has there's a nice little like marshy bird area out by the near the Alewife station that I didn't know about.
Well, isn't Alewife a bird?
Oh, yeah.
I think Alewife is a bird. No, Alewife is a fish. Alewife is a fish.
I was gonna say I feel like it's a fish.
It is a fish.
Well, it's an animal. Birds like fish though, so it's related.
It's a species of herring found in North America.
I'm pretty sure I saw a goose fight. If they weren't fighting, there were some bushes and stuff in the way. They were definitely making a lot of noise. They were posturing for sure.
Yeah.
And then there were some swans, and the gooses were yelling at the swans, and the swans were like twice as big as the geese, and it was just.
But the geese don't care. The geese are like, we'll F you up.
They don't. They will. They are inclined to fuck around and to find out.
Yeah. Both. They will.
Both.
They will.
They'll do both.
Yeah.
But it was a very lovely walk. But so the other thing that was happening is that so I was with my friend Tony, and
how is Tony? Is Tony good?
Oh, Tony's great.
Shout out to Tony.
Shout out to Tony.
Thanks for watching, Tony.
Thanks for watching. And he's like, we were walking together, and he goes, I keep getting more like nods than usual from the men that we're passing. And I was like, is it because you're walking with me? And he was like, yeah, probably.
Like like respect nods, like
yeah. Be like, nice.
Nice. Oh,
which
that's
I'm
garbage.
Like,
it's
complete garbage.
If that was in fact why they were nodding, that's garbage.
It's not
that people shouldn't be impressed by you, because they should be.
They're constantly impressed by me. But it's just like, oh, you're walking. She's walking with a man. She must belong to him. That's the part that I take issue with. Like,
I'm gonna drink my coffee.
Yeah,
grumble.
It's like, and then after he pointed it out, I started like watching, because I wasn't paying attention. Because like, why would I think about it? I started paying attention, and then I would see the dudes walking, and they would look at him, and they would look at me, and then they'd look back to him. And like a little surprised, and then like give him a nod.
Like, you're out of your league, pal. Like what do you?
Mind your business.
Mind your business. Just walk. Like, do we have to hand out at the T station or wherever the path starts? You hand out blinders, and you're like, you have to wear these.
No one make eye contact with anyone.
Just leave other people alone. I mean, come on. You're on a walk. Try not to be garbage.
Try not to be garbage. Nature is healing.
Nature is in fact healing. But yeah, no, geese are terrifying. We'll go back to the geese for a second.
Geese and men.
Geese and men are both terrifying and garbage.
We also saw red-winged blackbird, and we also saw a like yellow and black bird that I didn't recognize. I think it's probably some kind of finch, but it was really cool because you don't see a lot of like really brightly colored birds in New England.
Oh yeah,
they have to blend in with the surroundings, so it's a lot of brown.
There was, speaking of things blending in for safety, the other day my wife and I were out with our pups taking a walk, and right at the end of our block, we see this massive hawk swoop down and land on a wire, like on a wire, and just sit there, and was like, I'm checking this out, because there are a lot of like rabbits and squirrels in our area. And on the corner, there's a particular like yard that's got like hedges all around it. And there's lots of bunnies.
Just lousy with rabbits.
Just lousy with bunnies. And that hawk knew it. And we were like, ooh.
That's probably a red-tailed hawk.
Oh yeah? I didn't see its tail.
There's a lot of those around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birds. Yeah. I saw an eagle once on that path on the
cool.
I saw a bald eagle just by Spy Pond in Arlington.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. It was a young bald eagle, so it was it hadn't got the white head yet. So it was
an awkward teenage face.
Yeah, it was awkward, but it was still huge. Like I'd never seen one up close, and this was like sitting on top of somebody's house, just like on the roof of somebody's house, just perched there, just going,
like they owned it.
What's happening?
Bella, I did not see any baby swans, but I saw lots and lots of baby ducks, and they're so fluffy and cute.
I love baby ducks.
I mean, baby birds in general are pretty cool.
We've been taking Gracie's fuzz off of her. Like her undercoat is starting to shed. So when we got so much floof off of her last night just through brushing, and we've been putting it outside for the birds and the rabbits and like everybody.
Or like nesting.
Nesting. Yeah, they love it. They love it. It's really cool.
Oh, that's so great.
Mm-hmm.
Teenager birds are gross. Bella is correct. Teenage geese are a horror. If you see any baby geese, enjoy that moment and then don't come back for several months because it's not going to be pretty.
My sister, my middle sister, when she was a kid, we were on a trip with our folks somewhere. I don't remember where. We were at like we had stopped off at a farm to like see animals or whatever. And my sister got attacked by one of those like one of those all white geese, like a farm goose,
like the Jemima puddle duck looking geese, which I guess she's a duck, but she looks like a goose.
Affleck's a duck, but
but
like one of those like the unnamed goose, like the Untitled Goose Game goose. Geese.
Did they cause problems on purpose?
Well, I think my sister got too close to its eggs or its little geese, and it went for her. Like it was terrifying. It was a terrifying moment of.
They're aggressive. You know what? I'm going to give my wisdom of the day right now. Don't mess around with geese.
There you go.
Don't do it. There were some near the path, and I was like terrified. I was like, I'm gonna be on the other side.
Yeah, this is definitely. Yeah, we are definitely pro goose safety.
Yeah, pro goose safety. That's a good way to put it.
And that's a perfect segue for our next guest. She's a local musician and goose safety activist, which I'm I cannot wait to talk to her about it, and she's just going to love all the questions I'm going to ask her. Please welcome to the show again. This is one of our repeat guests too, which I'm very excited when people want to come back, because that means we're nice and people like hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Please welcome back to the show, Hannah Rose Baker. Hannah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome back.
I am actually I am a goose safety activist.
Oh, good. Good.
I'm freaking terrified of geese.
They're terrifying creatures. They have no business being close to people.
And you try to give them a berth, but then it's like goose Sudoku or something, where there's like some here, some there, and you can't pass with enough of a buffer zone. It's not good.
That's why Canadians don't have much aggression, is because all the aggression in Canada is in goose form.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like they've taken all the bad feelings and thoughts of Canada and manifested it.
A Canadian witch.
Also, they live in perpetual terror of the geese, so they're just constantly in goose mitigation mode.
It's a goose dystopia.
Yeah.
In fact, I believe that was the first take of. I think they did a take of *Handmaid's Tale*, where it was all geese. Like Watership Down, but with geese.
Yeah, but with geese.
The goose triarchy.
The goose triarchy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow. So welcome, Hannah.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thanks for hopping into the conversation at this point. We appreciate you. How have you been? It's been a while since you've been on the show. How's the this phase of the pandemic treating you?
This phase of the pandemic, way better. If I had to rate this phase of the pandemic, it's like 3 stars.
Okay.
I think,
we're on the 5-star system, yeah?
Yeah, 5-star system.
Okay, so we're halfway.
We're halfway.
Yeah. I'm a week away from being fully vaccinated. Yes. And
are you Team Pfizer, Team Moderna?
Team Pfizer. I didn't really get a choice. I was just drafted, and I had to say yes.
Yeah.
So, you got to. Yeah.
I mean, when you're when it's your first time out there, you just got to take the offer that you get.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Yeah. I was blessed with the J&J, so I just had to do one shot.
We're the chosen people.
We're the chosen people. We only need one shot, and then hopefully we won't get blood clots and die.
Yeah.
No, that was
less than 1 in a million.
It was less than 1 in a million. People were freaking out.
It's going to be okay.
Very rare. And also, Matt, only women. So you're okay.
Well, you don't have anything to worry about.
I know. And I'm sorry. I wish I did. I wish I could do that.
No, we're not going to. Okay. Anyway. Tell us about the 3 stars.
So what have you been up to? I've been looking at I looked at your website, and you've got some fun stuff going on. What's happening?
Let's see. Okay, so my band, the band in which I am sort of the fiddle player, has been recording an album, which has been super, super fun. We have one more session to pull it all together. So we're called the Moonrakers. Keep posted on all social media platforms for that. We don't quite have a release date, but we're getting there.
Do you already have social media for the Moonrakers?
We do. Yeah. There's a Facebook page, there's Twitter, there's Instagram.
Ooh, we like
all
Twitter.
The good stuff.
What's it called again? Moonrakers?
I think it's at the Moonrakers Band _MA. We had to get real specific.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, the Moonrakers MA. Yeah, no underscore.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Your name's top of the. You get top billing in that band.
I think it's alphabetical. Pretty sure.
Oh, hey, that's okay. I'll take it.
So that's what I've been doing kind of musically, which has been really great to have something to kind of cling to during this whole time, since I haven't been able to really make music with other people, and being in the studio is so much fun. I really, really enjoy it. So that's been great. Other than that, I've just been going real deep on the hobbies, real deep. Dyeing fabric with onion skins, freaking out my neighbors with drying all of my laundry on the front porch. I've been tying nautical rope artwork.
Ooh,
really?
Why not?
I like that.
Yeah. It's weirdly soothing.
I love how you're getting into all
Automated-
these pastimes that are like almost colonial. In like you're like preparing for the shutdown of everything. You're like,
I'm
shit's
ready.
gonna shut down completely. The
So
internet's
ready.
gonna go down. Everything.
Yeah, if the apocalypse happens, I'm going to your house.
Right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I'm heading to
Yeah,
Somerville.
I'll do a little quick plug for automatedknots.com. If you've really hit the bottom of the barrel with like Netflix, HBO, all of those things, automatedknots.com. Great.
I need to look at this.
I've learned all my knot tying from this website.
See, and this is the stuff that like I wish that I had learned in Girl Scouts. We mostly I really wanted to be a Boy Scout is what really happened, is because we didn't learn any like real skills. We learned how to like make a pinwheel out of paper and a pencil.
We did a little Mod Podge.
Oh man, we didn't even do Mod Podge.
Yeah, we were into the Mod Podge.
Which, you know, to be fair, Mod Podge is great.
It is. I have a lot of it.
Is that the stuff that you just it's like a Play-Doh, isn't it?
It's basically glue, and you use it to kind of like paint put magazine bits and do collages.
So like macrame. Isn't that macrame? No,
macrame is ropes.
Rope. Oh, what's the one where you put the paper over a balloon and then
that's like
paper mache.
decoupage. Yeah, paper mache. There we go.
Yeah,
or decoupage.
So
decoupage. I think that's another one.
Yeah.
Mod Podge is what you take. You can take your paper mache creations and use Mod Podge on them. Actually, what we did when we were in my elementary school art class, we would use tissue paper. We would like cut out squares of tissue paper and then use that to like color our paper mache creations. That's Mod Podge.
This is a lampshade that I did with stamps with a lot of Mod Podge.
Awesome.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was really fun.
Holy shit. Yeah. That looks amazing. And you did that yourself?
Yeah.
Look at you.
My chair just broke.
Oh no, that's what you get for putting your chair together with Mod Podge.
To fix it.
Oh
no! Live television, everybody. This is.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Oh God! It like legit broke. Well, I guess if a vampire tries to break in, you're all set.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna sit on the floor.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yeah. I mean, that's really been the theme of 2020, 2021.
It has.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. Oh man, Hannah, we got to just get you on the show to just do art projects and talk about crafting. I mean,
oh yeah, we got to bring back our craft corner.
We haven't done a Chloe's Crafts for a bit.
Oh man,
that sounds amazing. But I mean, I don't know. We build you as a musical guest, so I'm wondering if maybe we should let you do a little canoodling on your instrument of choice.
Craft canoodle corner. Yes, that sounds good. Yeah. Well, my instrument of choice actually for the first song that I'm going to do is going to be a very exciting electronic drone.
Nice.
Because I'm hip like that. And I'm going to do this
really cool.
traditional song for you called What Will We Do If We Have No Money, which feels very pandemic appropriate to me.
Yeah.
And I learned it a little bit ago from this great band called Lankum. But it was originally sung by a woman named Mary Delaney in County Tipperary, Ireland. It was first recorded in 1973. And so it's What Will We Do If We Have No Money?
All right. Hannah Rose Baker, take it away.
Get that drum going. All right. And what will we do if we have no money? Oh, true lovers, why will we do that? Only hawk through the town for hunger, and will yodel it over again. And what will we do if we marry a soldier? Oh, true lovers, what will we do then? Only have nice done and fight for the fun, and we'll yodel it over again. And what will we do if we marry a sailor? Oh, true lovers, what will we do then? Only sail on his ships and play on his lips, and we'll yodel it over again. And what will we do if we marry a tinker? Oh, true lovers, what will we do then? Only mend a tin can and walk on without a man, and we'll yodel it over again. And what will we do if we have no money? Oh, true lovers, what will we do then? Only hawk through the town for a hungry crowd, and we'll yodel it over again. Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
good.
So good. So
I have to
good.
say, of all of the ways I've practiced that, kneeling on the floor of my bedroom is not one of them.
Well, it worked. It worked.
Showbiz,
That was-
baby.
Wow.
Let's see. I'm going to try to get more comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a little better.
This is actually a great time, I think, to talk about your vocal teaching. You do vocal teaching, right?
I do
Yeah,
vocal
plug
teaching.
that.
It's been a little slow during the pandemic, but I teach voice, and I mostly like teaching voice to the kid who was told to just mouth the words in choir, people who really want to sing but think that they can't, people who will maybe say, oh, I'm just tone deaf, I can't carry a tune. In reality, being actually neurologically tone deaf is really, really uncommon. So it's usually just a matter of training your ear and your voice and finding the music, as cheesy as it sounds, finding the music that is already inside of you. What do you like to dance to? What do you sing along with on the radio? You know, how can we bring that out? So I find it really, really fun, especially to work with adults who really want to be able to sing for fun, but have, you know, been blocked about it. So yeah, if anybody is interested in upping their karaoke game, then I'm your girl.
I mean, karaoke is probably going to be happening within the next few months, I would say.
I cannot wait for karaoke.
I am really hoping
just
that my birthday is late June, and I'm really hoping for a karaoke birthday. Like, I would love. I would love that. So now is the perfect time to get a hold of Hannah, start the karaoke training now, because you know what? People say that they're like, oh well, you can, but when you really sing at karaoke, it's
just about commitment. You just got to lean into it. Okay, I want to know everyone's karaoke song pick.
Well, I was a karaoke DJ for a while. So for 2 years, I was a karaoke DJ. So I did a lot of karaoke for like an extended period of time.
Nice.
But I loved to sing. I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but I was a big Billy Joel. Like, I would sing a lot of Billy Joel, not Piano Man, but let's see, what did I? If I really wanted to be a jerk, I'd do scenes from an Italian restaurant, which is like 8 minutes long. Be like, yeah, you're going to listen to me sing now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was that guy.
I don't usually even want to listen to Billy Joel sing that song. So
yeah.
You're really just giving them time to like go refill their drinks or go to the bathroom. Like, you're doing them a service.
I was doing them a service, right? But my friend Nico and I would always do like Cecilia, Simon and Garfunkel. We would do I'm on a Boat,
great.
The Lonely Island song.
Yep.
That was a fun one that we would sing together all the time. What about you, Hannah? What's your karaoke go-to?
I have two, I would say, and my crowd pleaser, like I want everyone to be on my side song, is I like to do like Rollin' on the River, the Creedence version, but with a little Tina kind of injected into the performance. Yeah, I like that one, although that one's kind of like got to be a little bit later on in the evening for me. And then my obnoxious karaoke song, which I think it's important to have an obnoxious karaoke song. It depends a little bit on the situation, whether or not this is going to be available, but I really like to do Kate Bush's Wuthering Heights. It's intense.
Oh my gosh, Matt.
I don't know that song.
Oh, Matt.
So funny.
Okay.
And you with the hand motions and the dancing and you got it. It's great. It's just wonderful.
It's basically this woman singing the plot to Wuthering Heights. It's insane.
In a very high-pitched voice. Very high-pitched. Yeah.
Did you ever hear the Alanis Morissette version of My Humps?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that
think.
was the karaoke, the people that did karaoke after I was done doing karaoke, and they came into the place that I was and started and took over. They had that song, and a buddy of mine would always sing that. Would always go up and sing that song. I love songs like that, especially at karaoke, because people don't know. People are like, "What's going?"
This sounds like a Black Eyed Peas song, but it's not quite right.
Yeah.
Not where
what
we're
about
at.
you, Flo? What's yours?
So my two go-tos, if I'm like, like both crowd pleasers, both like if I haven't thought about or prepared something else, I will go to Super Bass by Nicki Minaj. and Rumor Has It by
Ooh.
Adele.
Nice.
Which that one's pretty good. People are into it. But I've recently convinced myself that I could definitely do Halo by Beyonce.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would like to test this theory. I don't know if it's accurate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Start working on it. June 26th.
It's a choice I've made now.
Location TBD.
Nice.
Might be my front yard.
We're gonna make it happen.
We're gonna make it happen. Hannah, would you like to maybe sing one more for us?
Sure, I'd love to. Now that I've relocated, I need to re-find all of my bits and pieces. But
yeah, that's okay. Take what time you need.
Everything is broken in my house.
Maybe you could do like one of those things where you like trade voice lessons for somebody to come in and fix the stuff in your apartment.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I played a gig a little earlier this year that was on a horse farm, and per my request, they paid me in a gift certificate for horseback riding lessons, which was a really great trade.
Nice.
I haven't done the lesson yet. But it's gonna happen.
I'm a big fan of the barter system. I'm a big fan.
I am too. Yeah. All right. Just because, keeping with the just depressing theme, which for a pretty upbeat person, I like really quite depressing music.
Oh, yeah.
So I got this stuck in my head the other day. Oh, wait, I don't need my capo. I got this stuck in my head the other day and just thought it would be a fun one to do. So I'm going to do Darkest Dungeon, the Merle Travis song about the joys of being a coal miner. Yeah, also a great karaoke song.
Here we go.
Come on, you young fellas, so young and so fine. Seek not the fortune in the dark, dreary mind. It'll form as a habit to seep in your soul till the stream of your blood runs as black as the coal. Well, it's dark as a dungeon and damp as the dew. The danger is doubled and the pleasures are few. Where the rain never falls and the sun never shines. It's dark as a dungeon way down in the mines. It's many a man I've known in my day, but lives just a labor his whole life away, like a fiend with a stove and a drunkard in his wife. The man will have lust for the lore of the mind. Well, it's dark as a dungeon and it's damp as the dew. The danger is double and the pleasures are few. When the rain never falls and the sun never shines, it's dark as a dungeon way down in the mines. The midnight, the morning, or the middle of the day, it's the same to the miner who labors away. Also, when you're working from home, midnight, morning, middle of the day, totally the same. Where the demons of death often come by surprise, full of the slain and you're buried alive. It's dark as a dungeon and it's damp as dew. The danger is doubled and the pleasures are few. Where the rain never falls and the sun never shines, it's dark as a dungeon way down in the mines. Well, when I'm gone and the ages shall roll, my body will blacken and turn into coal. the door of my heavenly home. Pity the miners who dig in my bones. Well, it's dark as a dungeon, and it's near best to do. The danger is doubled, and the pleasures are few. Where the rain never falls, and the sun never shines. It's dark as a dungeon, way down in the mines. Well, it's dark as a dungeon, and it's still best to do. The danger is doubled, and the pleasures are few. Where the rain never falls, and the sun never shines. It's dark as a dungeon, way down in the mines. It's dark as a dungeon, way down in the mines.
Wow. Yes. It is dark in the dungeon, way down in the mines. Whether that
And
be your
sometimes
living
also
room.
in quarantine.
Yeah. Oh, Hannah Rose, it's always. I'm so glad that you were able to come on the show today.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, I've been really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I can't wait to have you back. 6 months into the next quarantine to see how we're. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully that won't be a thing. But check out HannahRoseBaker.com. You can get info on everything she's working on there. Definitely check out the Moonrakers on Spotify. Or are you? Is this your first album?
Yeah, it
So
is.
this will be
So
your
there's
first
not
time.
really too much out there to listen
Okay.
to from
But
us.
keep an
So
eye.
just stay posted on the social media.
Keep an eye on the social media. Hannah, thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hannah's so great.
What a delight.
Yeah. I could listen to her play guitar all day. What a wonderful talent.
Absolutely.
Well, we're coming towards the end of things, everybody, but we got a few things left to do. Let's do some birthdays real quick.
Let's do some birthdays.
Today we say happy birthday to Bono, Young MC, and Keenan Thompson. One of my I love Keenan Thompson. I love What's Up With That, I think is my one of my favorite SNL moments.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rest of the week. What do we got? Tomorrow, Salvador Dali, Irving Berlin, and Phil Silvers, none of which are still alive, but interesting birthdays. Wednesday, Katharine Hepburn, Ving Rhames, and Tony Hawk.
Wow.
Thursday, we got Stevie Wonder, Dennis Rodman, Stephen Colbert. And then Friday, David Byrne and CeCe DeVille.
Incredible.
Do you know what band CeCe DeVille was in?
Nope.
No he was
idea.
in a little band called Poison.
Oh, I know that band.
Yeah. Which
also happy birthday to Scott, my roommate Scott.
Oh, roommate
His
Scott.
birthday on Saturday.
Birthday.
Our other roommate Stephanie baked a delicious gluten-free cake.
Ooh.
Oh, we went and got tacos at Painted Burrow on Friday because we're all vaccinated, and they have lots of outdoor seating. The BLT taco is incredible. It's got some crispy pork belly in there.
Those are three of my favorite or four of my favorite words. BLT taco.
Yeah. But yeah, happy birthday, Scott.
Wow, great. How did Tony Hawk end up on the third tier? Because I usually go by age, and he was the youngest of that group. I think Bella, don't question how I put my show together, okay, Bella?
Everything runs smoothly, and it's done a certain way for a reason.
Right.
And Tony Hawk understands that.
I apologize, Tony, if you're watching. Watch me
When are you
out.
coming on the show, buddy?
When are you coming on the show, bud?
Come on.
Let's do some skate tricks.
You know what? I bet he would. He's a chill dude.
Is he?
Yeah. Are you
Rachel,
familiar
could you
with
reach out to Tony Hawk on Twitter and
Rachel,
see
could you reach out to Tony for us, please?
Rachel, could you please reach out to Tony Hawk for us on Twitter? I mean, he can only not respond. I mean, that's the the worst that could happen?
No harm in asking.
Yes.
He goes out, he goes out in the world a lot because people don't recognize him. And oh yeah, it's a whole thing of like he posts on his Twitter all the time situations where people will be like, "Hey, you kind of look like Tony Hawk."
Like, wow, that's weird, huh?
So weird. Or like, somebody else will have made a post and will be like, "Oh, that guy kind of looks." I ran into a dude that kind of looks like Tony Hawk, and then Tony Hawk will like reply and be like, "Yep, that was me." It happens to him constantly, and it's so funny.
Okay, well, let's see. Maybe we can get him on,
or
at least maybe a Tony Hawk lookalike. Yeah, let's delve into
the whole interview is just us being like, you kind of look like Tony Hawk.
You know who you look like? Tony Hawk. King Senor, thank you for keeping us on track. Yes, we do have trivia. We do have our trivia question and our trivia answer. So the question today, because it is the anniversary of the first issue of The Incredible Hulk, our question is, what two superheroes made their first live action appearances in made-for-TV movies featuring the Hulk? These are obviously have to be Marvel characters because it is a Marvel property.
Yep.
So, Chloe, do you have guesses?
Is it Black Widow?
That's one. Okay, so your guesses are Black Widow and
two. Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Okay, so Black Widow and Ant-Man are Chloe's guesses. Do we have any other guesses in the chat? I'll go back to the beginning. I don't believe Homelander and Mr. Furious were not correct. I'd like to see if Boof Wellington has a guess if he's still out there. If not, that's totally fine. But let's see.
Captain America.
Captain America is a guess there. All right. Supergirl, not an MCU or not a Marvel character. Bella.
Oh, you know what? Okay. It was definitely Batman.
It was definitely Batman.
Matt, give us the answer. We're dying to know.
I know. I'm waiting to see if any other guesses come in. But the correct answers are Daredevil in a movie called The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, and Thor in The Incredible Hulk Returns.
Oh, Boof got one.
Did he get one?
He got Thor, yeah.
Oh, he got Thor right in at the last minute. So you got Starsky and Hulk. That I would watch that. That's where the Incredible Hulk plays a 70s detective.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's your answer.
Amazing.
Yeah, and the original Daredevil was his name was like Rex Smith. Was the actor that played him in this?
Was he a lawyer in
TV movie? And you know who else was in this movie was Kingpin, and Kingpin was played by. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look this up now. Played by somebody that John Rhys Davies. The guy that played Gimli the dwarf in the Lord of the Rings movies.
What? Really?
Played Kingpin, Wilson Fisk.
Oh, I love that.
In The Trial of the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, this was 1989 was when that came out.
What a great year.
And it is available on, it looks like it's available on Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can check that out. All right. Well, that's our show, everybody. We've done our birthdays. We've done our trivia.
Yep.
Thank
you so much, everyone,
tonight. Yeah.
for
Stick
coming
around. Thanks for watching. Chloe, I know you already gave us one bit of advice, but I'm sure you've got another nugget somewhere that you can.
Oh, no. It's just don't mess around with gooses.
Don't mess around with gooses. Geeses.
Geeses even.
I want a
Geeses or
goose that lays
gooses.
gold eggs for Easter. I used to know that whole song.
Wow.
All right, everybody. Until next week. Goodbye, world.
Goodbye, world.